Hey everyone, welcome to April. It is, among other things this month, Limb Difference and Limb Loss Awareness Month. Or maybe it's Limb Loss and Limb Difference Awareness Month. I'm not sure which way it goes. But anyway, I qualify under both situations and a little bit more. I have never really talked about everything all at once. Wait a minute, wasn't that a movie? Oh well. Today, and in a few future videos this month, I'm going to kind of go through my story so that you have a good understanding of where I've been and where I am now, where I intend to go. And some of these memories, particularly in today's video, are memories that I don't know if I really have or if they're built on some of the things I've been told and some of the things that I remember that I think I've been told. So, Mom and Laura, if you're out there watching this and you need to correct me, please do, and I will add some corrections later on. But this is what I remember, or what I remember that I've been told. I was born, I definitely don't remember that. And it wasn't long, I don't know, 6 to 12 months before my parents realized that I wasn't normal. And I know you're thinking mentally not normal because I'm still mentally not normal. That's true. But in this case, it was physically. My left leg was not doing what my left leg needed to do. My left foot didn't look like my right foot. I had trouble even standing up. And I got around because I only knew what to use is what I had. But I wasn't really able to walk as quickly as other kids or as well. The doctors at that point, we're talking 1969, 1970, not quite as advanced as we are now, looked at it and had to rule out polio. Yeah, I'm that old. Nope, doesn't have polio. Maybe it's clubfoot. So they treated it like clubfoot, and I had a cast on. My mom tells me that very first cast I had on, just on my basically lower foot ankle, I crawled out of, which kind of freaked out my sister, who went running to my mom saying, "Dickie's going to die, Dickie's going to die," because I crawled out of my cast. And then my mom says she took me and the cast into the doctor at the University of Wisconsin, set it on his desk, and he just kind of looked in shock that I would be so active as to have that thing fall off. And I don't know if it's true or not, but apparently he then used it for a while as a pencil holder. Excuse me. There's a risk of going live, right? So, first cast didn't work out so well. I had a couple of operations as they tried to figure out what was going on because they didn't ever diagnose it. It's a birth defect, but no name. And I've never really gone back and tried to find a name for it. I had a cast on my left leg. I had a cast that was connected to my right leg. So actually, I guess it was a wing cast because both my legs were cast with a bar in between. And I've heard stories of my dad lifting me up and flying me around the house. And I have a vague memory of that, but it may just be a pretend memory. I don't know. They tried a lot of things, but they couldn't figure it out just with casting. And so they ended up doing several more surgeries, just trying to figure out what was wrong and what they could do and how they could kind of Frankenstein me into being able to walk. Because at the end of the day, as I grew older, 4 or 5 years old, they could tell significant difference between my right leg, my good leg, and my left leg. My left leg was smaller, weaker, wasn't building as much muscle. It was shorter, made me limp. So I limped my whole life, essentially. And their main goal was just to be able to hotwire my leg to enable me to be able to walk, which eventually I did. And the last surgery I'll talk about now is one that ended with my doctor and my mom at my bedside. My doctor looked at my mom and said, "Well, that went better than we thought it did." or than we thought it would. Don't really want your doctor to say that, although I guess it's better than saying that it went worse than we thought it would. They weren't certain because they didn't know what was wrong. And yeah, I know. People still don't know what's wrong with me. So there I am, 5 or 6 years old. At least I'm going to be able to walk. But hey, I walked funny. And people would tell me that. And that took me to the next part of my life, which I'll talk about next time. And we'll see if I can avoid coughing to death in that video. Meanwhile, go out there, make it a win anyway day.